Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the Oakland Raiders. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Mike, 319! Right there, 55. Nice, sweetheart. Hey, switch gears. 6 guys, check.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Tie your rock. We got three, fellas. We got
From the gun, it's Allen. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Mike, 58, right there. Hey, come here, no way. Watch out, 734. Hey, Haywood.
From the 31, Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and all of a sudden here it's third down. Carr going to try and throw on third down. Got an open man. That's Campbell. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Man, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Bravo.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Eluding the pressure right, and it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
734. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, let's get that ball. Hey, Delta. No. Kill. 637. He's checking.
To throw again. Carr. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Yeah, baby.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Sit down. 180. 50 out. Come on. Get down. Turn. Slam.
Here's Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On the ground with a rookie from Iowa State, David Montgomery. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give to Cohen. He heads right. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
56 around 80. I'm coming.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd, and that's knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Going for it on 4th down. Allen trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Flush to his right. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Check, check. White. Hey, 50 M's a mic. 80 weapon. Hey, I'm coming. 93. That's up.
Throwing again. Carr. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun now for Carr. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
93. Hey, my 7.
Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. Jones has it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
That 2nd down play nets a -4. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The kick by Marr is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Express. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
On first down, Carr. Dancing, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
29. Hey, Alpha. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Hey. 58. Express. 58 to Mike. All right. Here we go. 6-18.
After the sack on first down, Carr, and he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Here I come again.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Not today, you are. Not today.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
At the 41-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Get some penetration here. Let's get Check, 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 check. Hey, I need one over here. I need one. Pass.
Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw on second down. Allen. This is caught by Antonio Brown. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And if it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt. But with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
25. Hey, tight.
25. Team 6.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Here's Allen. That is caught by Cohen. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And again, it's Allen. This is caught by Williams. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold them to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Allen to throw once more. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 13-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Throwing on second down. Carr got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right. Move.
From the gun, it's Carr. And this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A. where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and the Raiders really have high hopes for this 27-year-old receiver. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now second and 10.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10.
Watch the shot.
Pilot, 64, weak.
29.
Go.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
To throw again. Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
On third down, Jacobs. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a fourth down now.
It's fourth down.
Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Von Bell. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Jacobs. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Hey, Charlie.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Big end. Joker. Shut down. Motion.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's complete. Javon Wims, the open man. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Javon Wims his first touchdown on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Hey, Echo.
Now Carr. He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And the Raider first down.
Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Go Chief.
Right over there.
General West.
Right there.
734.
Check three.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And an alley to run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Raiders on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cohen. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 8 yards. There's still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win. Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. And now they'll throw with Allen. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Right there.
X3, 218, chop. 637.
Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
24.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to clear you up. Don't get nervous. Jay, hold.
Check 99.
On 1st down, Cohen. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. This one caught by Ridley.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Allen going to throw, and he completes it to Cohen. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And he slings one that's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw once more on second and 10. Allen. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson. His second touchdown on the season, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point safely through, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and
93. Hey, Haywood. 58 to Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Operating from the gun. Carr. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Wolfe able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. Here's Matt Weil now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. With it is Brown. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
at their own 32-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Motion.
He's back to throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
They'll look to throw. It's Williams on the catch. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
What now? You ready?
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. On second down now, it's Jacobs, and he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. And that kneeled down a little extra sweet. You get the win, and you knock out somebody's perfect season.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because it's not a championship game yet, but the team that's undefeated feels like a champion. So you've won a little bit extra in this one. Yeah, they got to feel great about taking a knee here.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly. Wise beyond his years. So for Oakland, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.